Can you hear that, Rip?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Man, who's there?
All right.
Ah,
I feel like I'm Lee Corso leading the cheers in silence, you know.
well, he ain't dead, is he?
No, but I was in silence and you're doing all that the hand stuff and you couldn't see me anyway. You're busy eating. You're eating your breakfast. I get it.
See you. What do you mean?
What do you
I
mean?
could see you
What do
during
you
that.
Huh?
We're on. We were on during that. I could see you.
Okay.
You got to run this show today. I just got out of bed. I'm eating breakfast.
Oh, I can't help if you was out drunk last night.
I didn't go out.
Oh, what? Well, how come you was in
Never
bed?
left the house.
Huh?
I never left the house.
Oh, why'd you get up so late? Don't you have an alarm clock?
Yeah, I set it for 11:20, right when I got
Oh.
up, when my alarm went off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I set an alarm. Worked 11:20. It's perfect. How about those Hoosiers, Rip?
Well, let's just say congratulations from Wrestling with Rip Rogers and Vaughn Lilas and all the ever extravaganzas on beating the great Alabama 38-3 in the Rose Bowl and going to 14-0, which this season is like a movie so far. Congratulations to Coach Signetti and Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner. Wow. It's the greatest thing ever. You've disappeared, so I don't know if you're there.
I'm still here. Just keep talking. The focus is on Rip Rogers.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I got my hat on backwards like Vaughn Lilas usually does. I comb the beard out right now. I'm thinking about having an official beard cutting on the show, but that might go to the highest bidder, or if I trip over my beard, we'll wait and see. And I got to comb all the food out of my beard and everything. But what a great thing, the Indiana football. Of course, I could have watched it on TV, but no, I'm sitting here watching it on my phone every play because I don't know what's happening. Then all of a sudden, I see some more numbers rolling up, and I use this beating the shit out of them. So next week is the going up against a team they've already beat in Oregon. But let's see what happens with that. But right now, it's like it's like a miracle is happening, and I think it's all happening because I think Coach Signetti, I think he's trying to get a personal outlet to Wrestling with Rip Rogers to get advice from me and Vaughn Lilas. But we'll have to see on that.
Yeah, get him on the show, Rip.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Let's see who's here today. Tom Montgomery in the house. Jim Zabel in green in the house. Big George in green in the house. Best show so far this year, he said.
Yeah, that's good.
Shane Parks in green from Roseburg, Oregon in the house. Billy Ray Dollar in green in the house. Happy New Year. George Jetson here. Puzzy Monster. Gregory Mala. Screamy Baboon in green in the house. Poe Tripper Pot Ripper Jr. in the house. The Mask Spectre in the house. He's Nick from New York.
Okay, so we actually know who the Masked Spectre is. So now the cat's out of the bag. So we'll just say, okay, Nick.
Yeah, he's not masked anymore. It's like Mr. Wrestling just coming out and saying exactly who he is right when he wrestles.
And he takes his mask off and you don't know who the hell he is to begin with.
All the top stars are here today. Screaming Baboon had sent me an email. I can't remember. It just triggered it. He was not happy about something. Sent an email in all caps. Did you know about this?
Well,
What
I
the
know.
F? He even knows how to upload videos on YouTube. Got his pro boxing match against Monty Cox and everything. Cage match against Lanny. Rip commenting on every video. Mr. Effing Technology, producer extraordinaire.
Yeah, I just knew I kept texting him yesterday and it would go through. Then it would say didn't go through. So I got a whole shitload of things of I sent him that didn't go through.
Well, maybe something's wrong. Maybe you need to turn your phone off and on when you get done with this, since my text didn't come to you today. Maybe something's going on with your phone.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I always forget that thing. Turn it off, turn it on.
Yeah, Rip used to have a YouTube channel, but I think somebody did all that for you though, didn't they? Didn't they upload those videos for you, the ones with Lanny and
Yeah, I've never done anything with
and
this
stuff
stuff.
like that?
No, I'm a babe in the woods. The only I got is an old name, and that's it. So
I know, but you had a Rip Rogers YouTube channel when we started this.
I don't know if it is. I can't remember.
And you have videos. You have your Monty Cox boxing match, like a cage match with Lanny.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Screamy Baboon's screaming about.
Oh,
He's saying you've known how to do this all along because you already had a YouTube channel with all these videos on it.
okay. Well, whatever it is, I didn't do it. Somebody did it for me. Do you understand that? I did not do it. Somebody else did it for me or whatever.
Tell him.
Well, I am right now, so kiss my motherfucking ass.
There you go, Screaming Baboon.
Okay. He's just walking around thinking he's hot because he's staying in the upgraded place, being cool, with the bicep bigger than mine, so he thinks he's over. I ain't putting him over. I ain't putting Screaming Baboon over, and I ain't putting Manny the Weasel Valverde over either. So, oh yeah, Manny be a bandwagon IU guy. He's probably for Purdue, really. The Weasel, I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust Screaming Baboon either because his arm's bigger than mine. I'm a little bit jealous, but what the fuck?
John Gamble in the house from Headland, Alabama, 10 miles from Dothan.
All right, the Dothan Farm Center, where I let many girls in the side door so they wouldn't have to pay to get in. Of course, they were local rats. Of course, they were taking care of a lot of the boys. But I learned that trick from Jerry Stubbs, Mr. Olympia. But I won't stooge him off for anything.
How about that IU game, man? You think Paul Feinbaum's going to be on today, still saying how good Alabama is and how bad IU is?
Oh, he can kiss my ass. Nothing like a little guy that probably never even played the game, don't know fucking shit. As he's the big expert and everything, he's making all this money to tell everybody what's going to happen, and he couldn't get any wronger, if that's a word, any wronger than that. So he looks like a total dumbass. It doesn't matter. He gets his money every week anyway, and he's the expert. Oh, I was just getting people riled up so that I would have more followers and shit so they could cuss me out was all they wanted. But no, poop on him. He's an ugly motherfucker. Hell, how old is he? 112? Hell, I look younger than him, and I look 98.
Are you using the stand I bought you today? Are you using this thing today by chance?
I had it right here on here, but the sunlight's hitting me in the eye. You see the gimmick on me right there. And then when I put it on here, that's when you disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, so I disappeared so I can just be off screen. It's fine. You can be on the screen by yourself. That's the way it should be.
Okay, whatever.
You don't have to panic every time
I do
that this happens. You just keep talking.
I said, oh my God, we got cut off.
I don't know why you panic every time I do that.
Well,
people want to see you. They don't want to see me. So
yeah.
Why don't you just shut the blind?
But I can't get the blind down.
Have you ever tried?
Yes.
It just doesn't come down, huh?
No, it's open all the time. Of course, I'm in here buck ass naked trying to get people to watch if there's anybody wants to window peep or anything. But whether you're a man or a woman, if you just want to take a peek, I'm right here. A little showtime. Feel free to leave some money in the bucket outside.
Maybe you could get your landlord to come in and just pull that down for you.
Yeah, well,
No.
Well, I kept trying it and I kept pushing every button on there and nothing was happening. So I said, what the hell?
Well, hey, we got a guest coming in next week, Rip.
Well, it's about time you did your job and lined up a guest.
Yeah.
Is it the masked guest or the unknown? It's surprise time or whatever.
He's got a mask, but he's going to tell us his name anyway.
Oh, okay. It's not Angel Reese, is it?
I don't think so.
I think she's been stalking me because she heard about how hot I was and told her that I'll just put some tape on that mustache and just rip it off right there and she'd be fine. I think she's out practicing dribbling and making layups, getting ready for the WNBA season. She's going to be a complete new angel, a complete new angel. She's going to be running down the court. She's going to be actually dribbling. She's going to make a shot. She's going to be awesome. She'll probably be MVP of the league.
Maybe we got a $10 super chat here. For all the listeners, Rip and Vaughn, what made you want to become a pro wrestler? What legends, if any, did you ever get to wrestle? And who and when was your first match? Ah, now you're black. Rip. Good rib, Rip. I got food in my mouth. All right, come back, Rip. Let's go. Exit in, exit out, exit out. I'll start, I guess. There he is. Man.
Oh yeah, everybody needs to call me when I'm on here so it can get cut off.
Yeah, just set your phone on Do Not Disturb.
It is on Do Not Disturb.
It is?
Yeah, well, that's mean I pushed the thing up. I can't hear it. I can't hear a phone ring, and it's orange on the side of it.
Oh, that's not Do Not Disturb.
Well, whatever it is then.
All right. What made you want to become a pro wrestler, Rip? Do that first.
Well, what made me want to? Well, what does anybody want to do? They watch wrestling on TV. It's like they watch baseball, basketball, or football, and they say, "Oh, I want to do that when I grow up." So then my grandpa Judd takes me to see Dick the Bruiser versus Cowboy Bob Ellis at the old Shields High School gym in Seymour in 1961. When I'm I'm 7 years old. I saw that. Then I wanted to become a pro wrestler. I wanted to be Dick the Bruiser, or I wanted to be Cowboy Bob the Ellis, or I might have been one of the other inferior talents. I just wanted to do it. So,
did you say your grandpa took you?
Yeah, Kurt Judd, owner of Kurt Judd Southside Market, across the street from the Boys Club in Seymour, where what he did do was get me fat because I'd go over there after going to the Boys Club all day. Then I'd eat all the junk food that I could. So I ended up having a 32-inch chest with a 36-inch waist. So I was quite the physical specimen.
So was your grandpa a wrestling fan, or did he just take you to?
He just took me. He took me hunting, which I said, "Oh my God, you shot that rabbit's tail off," So I dated me from that, and then he would take me fishing with the cane poles and everything, and then I said, "Oh my God, we got all these fish," and I said, "Oh no, he's going to kill them and cut their heads off and fish them. No, throw all them fish back. I don't want to see the fishies get their head cut off or nothing." So I was almost going to be a vegetarian. I think I don't even know where turkey sandwiches and chicken sandwiches come in. I guess I didn't really want to know.
So you weren't hooked on fishing and hunting then, just wrestling?
No, but yeah. Well,
but your dad never took you to wrestling?
Oh, my dad seen me in 2 wrestling matches in his life. One was with the first show your dad, when we was at the Armory, and he said, and me and Leap and Land, we beat the shit out of each other. And he said, "You do that every night?" I said, "Yeah." He just shook his head, and then he went and smoked another cigarette, And the second time was when I got my head shaved in Rupp Arena, Wow. So yeah, he wasn't really an avid fan of what I wanted to do. but he was busy supporting me with 3 jobs and putting all the kids through Catholic school and everything, and staring up at the moon at night, smoking a cigarette, thinking, how in the hell did I get here with 4 kids? Pop, 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 just like that. And he's paid for everything.
Wow.
Nobody said life was fair.
What legends, if any, did you get to wrestle, Rip?
What legends? If it well, who do you? Well, legends in my book are one thing. Legends in whoever's
Okay,
in
your
shape,
book. Your
huh?
book. Your book.
Well, it's like when I'm wrestling Roddy Piper or Ed Wiskowski or Ricky Martel or Randy Savage or Ronnie Garvin or just anybody that's been anybody over how many years since I started in 1977. Been around a while, met a lot of people, and my first match. Well, I've told this story on here 97 times, so I'll make it 98. My first match was in Oak Hill, West Virginia, WOAY studio, where Steve Cooper took me there because he was from Southwest Virginia and he'd worked the week before, and I didn't believe him, so he taped his match. It was on WOAY TV, and I listened to it. So he says, well, I got your book next week there, $25. So me and him drive to Beckley, West Virginia, where I'm in there, and the promoter Warren Schoenbeck, the announcer Shirley Love, and referee Pete Gerald. I was sitting right there, and he goes, "Okay, where are you from?" I said, "Oh, Indianapolis." He said, "Oh, you best been wrestling for the Bruisers." So of course I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You work babyface or heel?" I said, "Yeah." So, so then he said, "Well, okay, you wrestle this guy over here, and when you get to pencil, go home." He said, "Now you go over." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to go over. Go over what? Uh, when I get the pencil. When I get the pencil, what the hell's he talking about?" So in other words, I'm having my first match. I survived that. The first time I hit him, I almost knocked him out. And then because but anyway, it was a learning experience. But 2 weeks later, I'm going to the WWF TV in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and the Philadelphia Arena. So now I'm with all the old like Gorilla Monsoon guys like that. Uh, so I'm doing this and that. So I went from being the total shits to not as bad. So by continue, if you do things a thousand reps of something, you got to get a little bit better. So we covered your question. I just wanted to be a pro wrestler, yes, and I got to wrestle a whole lot of legends. And I told you about my first match, and the guy did survive my first match, even though I about knocked him out. So I guess I answered that, Shane Parks, with your $10 donation to the greatest in many months. And you're from Roseburg, Medford, where I used to work there for Don Owens in Pacific Northwest in 79 and 80, where we would work uh, Roseburg first. And the next day we'd work for Medford, and we had the late checkout at the hotel. So it didn't get any better than that.
Nice. Let's see. I wanted to be a wrestler because of Rip Rogers. Pretty much is the reason. What legends, if any, I get to wrestle? I don't know. Legends in my mind would be like Rip, Tommy Rich. That was quite a treat. Being on shows, didn't really wrestle, but just being in the locker room with like Jerry Lawler and Dutch Mantell, that was pretty cool. All the people I grew up watching on TV. Just doing OVW with Danny Davis. I mean, watching the Nightmares growing up, all the old Memphis guys, and then being in the ring with them or locker room with them, I think was pretty cool.
Yeah, Channel 3 Wrestling was a staple if you was living in Seymour. Channel 3 Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, everybody, another big day of championship wrestling.
First match was a Battle Royal. A couple of those. My first, I think, actual singles match was against Nick Dinsmore. Eugene was my first actual singles match.
Now you usually dominated when we wrestled in Muncie, didn't you?
This wasn't in Muncie though. This was at Public School 89 or whatever it was called.
Oh, was that with Dr. Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, the late Dr. Mike Brown. He was awesome. World's greatest wrestling fan. Had a lot of fun with him. May he rest in peace.
So yeah, that was we were having a babyface match. And I did something wrong, of course. And then Nick just turned on me and started beating the shit out of me. I just remember I bailed early for some reason. I can't remember. I was so blown up. I was so out of breath. I couldn't hardly stand it. And we had done nothing. I was just so nervous and scared and everything. I just couldn't breathe. But it was awesome.
Yeah, it was the greatest match you had that day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pot Tripper Jr., Pot Ripper Jr. says, Rip and Vaughn, worst concussions you had while wrestling. Rip was the superplex on WCW TV from Buddy Landell, one of the worst bumps you ever took.
Yeah, I remember when I hit that, I was like sliding across the ring and boom, boom, boom. Buddy didn't want to go, so I just had to pull him extra hard. He goes, no, boom.
So you were giving it to him?
Yeah, I gave it to him, yeah.
And then you took a bad. I think I've seen it. What
I
did
had to get my shit in, you know.
I know, but did you land bad on it or what?
Well, it was just instead of a flat thing, it was like I hit and skid up like a nut, like I hit and skidded and hit and hit again. So it was good for TV.
Do you know of any concussions? You think you ever had a concussion?
Oh yeah. I never went to the doctor or anything, but I remember I couldn't really talk for like a couple of days. I'd slur my words and everything was like in slow motion, like I was reaching for something like to get something, but I wasn't gonna. I ain't into doctor bills, so.
Yeah, I think I had two that I can kind of remember. Same deal. I just remember just getting. It was both. I think both of them were with APOC. One of them was just a punch.
Yeah.
He was like, he was on top of me, and he told me to cover up, but I didn't cover up, and then he just smoked me, and I just remember just seeing stars. Like I was just. He's like, I told you to cover up. I was like, yeah, I wanted to look better. I didn't want to cover up.
Hey, it's just like in a Rocky movie where he'd get punched and you'd see him spinning around the camera like. And that's when you get nailed and everything's spinning around just like that.
Yeah. How did you get yours? Do you remember? Do you remember it? Or you just remember the after effects?
I just remember the after effects. I just knew when, what's his face? Dick Murdoch. I thought he knocked me out. He hit me so hard.
Oh, it was Dick Murdoch?
Yeah. But the reason was I was a shits and really didn't know how to sell. So he just nailed me. And he was talking to me and I said, man, I can't hear you. I see your lips move, but I can't hear you. And I wouldn't understand it anyway. So he goes, well, I did sort of tater you. He was funny.
Thanks for the super chat, Shane Parks. Thanks for the super chat, Pot Tripper, Pot Ripper Jr. Appreciate those. Somebody was asking, John Gamble's asking about Charlie Platt. We have him on this show already. We've had him on here. Anybody that's new on here, go to our library. We've got interviews with anybody and everybody on this channel. We've had so many people on this show. It's crazy. So go check out our old interviews. Charlie Platt was one of them.
Yeah. He was the legend of Dothan TV. He had that southeastern area on fire. Everybody knew he was the local celebrity. He was over. He never got excited. He was cool to be around. He knew all of his history and everything. That was the great Charlie Platt.
John Gamble said he sees the legend referee walking around here and there during the week, Larry Brock. You remember Larry Brock?
Oh, hell, Larry Brock. Gee whiz. Larry's been at this stuff for, God, at least 50 years. He was awesome. Larry Brock was. Then his son's in the business. Larry's still busy being a legend, except he dyed his hair like blonde, gray, white, like me, or maybe it just evolved into that or whatever. But Larry Brock, he was a great referee. He could handle it any situation. He could referee all the matches. He needed minimal instruction, and he was a legend down there in Southeast wrestling, or Southeast and Continental. He always worked for Fuller's.
I didn't read this real well, but I think I know what they're talking about. So people are asking about the William Regal tweet. Have you seen him tweeting
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the
All,
broken neck?
all,
And
yeah. All he's saying is, if you're a pro wrestler, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. So quit doing stupid shit for no reason and being like a mark just so you can see yourself doing a superplex from the top or some kind of uh, other move that's not the finish anyway. So it's not going to mean anything. All you're doing is getting a baby face over if you're a heel because he's kicking out of your big shit and you look like weaker than shit. But he's had neck problems. Almost everybody in the wrestling business has neck problems. I have neck problems. It hurts when I have to turn to the left or turn to the right. I'm in the car and I got to look all the way around. I'll be like Steve. I remember when Steve Austin hurt his neck, and I'd yell at him, and he'd have to turn his whole body all the way around, because once you get that neck injury, you're screwed. It hurts every second of your life. So, if you're going to do stupid shit, do the ones the office wants you to do, and hopefully learn how to sell. If everybody sells each other, you don't have to do stupid shit. Everybody wants to do their big moves, and then they can go the next big move, the next big move. Then we have to get a dive in. Then we got to jump off, and everybody can catch us. Yeah, is there a lot of stupid guys in wrestling today? Damn, Skippy. Yes, wrestling ain't what it used to be. I can't help that. Well, when the big companies are run by people that ain't wrestlers, nothing I can do about it. So if you love wrestling, just keep supporting it. And hell, you might as well buy some stuff and get in there. And hell, maybe you can get on contract. Maybe you can be a superstar. Now, if you do you break in and get a lot of superstars, you'll be a nationwide television star, and you'll be able to get all these women that wouldn't look at you before. So you can be the king of all the rats, be over. Oh, you might as well shoot steroids like most of them, and then you can have a heart attack and die early, but you can walk around being over. I'm off my soapbox now. How's that?
what are you talking about?
No, I'm just rambling.
God, I forget what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah, I've been having a bad neck. I've been going to the chiropractor. My neck's been killing me lately. I've not done anything to it. I think it's just, I did hurt it back in the day, and it just comes back every once in a while.
Oh, I remember Jerry Morrill. He would be a guy that would crack all the guys' necks and everything when they were messed up, because he was trained. He was trained in Japan, and he knew how to do all. Usually, the Japs know how to fix necks and everything. It's like a prerequisite for being a Japanese wrestler. You got to do this. But he would he put that towel on my neck, and then it would just, and it would hurt for a second or two, but then all of a sudden, you'd almost have an orgasm. It felt so good because you could turn to the left and the right, and it didn't even hurt, at least for a while. So anyway, yeah, Jerry Morrill, the great Gerard Atifier, he used to drive the heel van in Portland. Of course, he did smoke a little weed and drank a little bit, but what the hell? We had to have a good time.
Shane Parks, $2 super chat. Now, he didn't say the best, so don't get on him. He just said who had one of the best drop kicks in the business.
Well, you can probably put Brad Armstrong's name down there for every move there is. So I'm just going to say Brad Armstrong. He had one of the best drop kicks in the business. But at least you didn't say the best. I said, well, I guess I'd have to see everybody that ever threw a drop kick in his life in his prime, and I had to see it. So I guess that would be a little window.
What about Leaping Lanny?
Oh, he had a great day. Lanny had different kind of drop kicks. He had a power drop kick, which was 2-footed, or he'd do the other drop kick where he'd rotate around. So like we would do 3 different kind of arm drags, 2 kinds of different drop kicks and stuff, just to show how over he was and how much stuff he could do. In other words, we was just highlighting and getting his shit in, and it was on tape, so he liked it.
I just saw another one posted by Mac Johnson. He always had the best drop kick.
Oh, Mac!
People
yeah.
I was ever in the ring with. His drop kick was, God, it was awesome.
Yeah, Mac's been texting me or email, whatever it is, and he's had that little go to hell mustache in now, so he looks about the same, but now he's got the mustache, and he looks like an older guy, but he's got the it almost looks like it's a phony mustache, because I still remember him when he was so young, right?
Yeah. I think he was probably 18 when he came. I can't remember.
He probably weighed what, 160 maybe?
Yeah, he got pretty he put on some size when he got signed.
Yeah, that's awesome. He come in as a what we call it, the walk through the door at OVW, and he actually got signed, and just another one of the success stories of OVW, of guys coming off the street and getting signed for a job. So congratulations with Mac Johnson. He's smart because he's conversing with me. So I like that.
What else we got here? Anybody else got a super chat question?
Yeah, get them questions coming in. Hey, Rick Link walked out of the hospice or whatever it was where he was at, but then he was like, it was like Eddie Murphy. It's a miracle, but he all of a sudden almost got better, and he was on his last legs, and now, but he still hadn't got any dialysis, so he's got to go to some hospital. So prayers for Rick Link. I've known Rick Link. God, I remember when he was a fan, and he started wrestling when he was maybe 15 or something like that. I remember he was Sir Rick the Link. But I remember he come in, worked some ICW stuff for TV and stuff years ago. So we've known who each other was and conversed this and that for I don't know how many years. But he was a legend because he was like one of the world's youngest wrestlers. And they would be putting his pictures and stuff in all the old regional magazines and everything that I'd be reading down at the pipe shop in Seymour. So what the hell?
Pot Ripper Jr. Any Rip Morgan stories? $2 super chat. Who's Rip Morgan? No, I know him.
Rip Morgan was Rip Morgan. But he broke in, I think, in Tampa, and he was in Portland for about 9 years or whatever. And then when I was working I think it's from Oling in Championship Wrestling from Georgia, he came in, but it was you don't want to have 2 bleach blondes looking basically and both named Rip. Either I should have changed this. It's no, But no, he was a good worker. He was a good pro. He knew what the hell was going. He was one of Playboy Buddy Rose's partner, like I was, like Ed Wiskowski was years ago. And he had the ice. We looked almost identical.
I remember him now.
Yeah, we both had the bleach blonde hair. We both had the dark beard. We both had pretty nice robes and everything. And he was a good basic worker, and he had that Southern accent too, so he got extra heat, especially being in Oregon, because that's about as non-Southern as you can get. But he was a good pro, and he was a good worker.
Said Rip Morgan tagged with Jack Victory as the royal family.
Okay, Jacko Victory, yeah.
Briefly wrestled as Bigfoot in WWF.
Oh.
Is that him?
I have no idea. I wasn't exactly watching the tapes and stuff at that time.
In Parks and Green, did Brenda ever wrestle Miss Linda during your feud with Adrian Street?
Oh my God, they were the star of the show.
Did they ever wrestle singles matches though?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had mixed tags, we had singles. Brenda was doing her kung fu shit and everything. Dr. Tom turned heel, and he helped us win and everything. So it was great. But Linda, Adrian would laugh because Adrian said, well, I'm stiffer than shit, but I'm still a whole lot lighter than Linda. She'll knock the shit out of you. And she would get sort of violent and stuff, but it's like Adrian Street said, he had the greatest feud he ever had in the United States was with me and Fleabag against him and Miss Linda. So we always had a good time in the ring.
Patrick Young in the house said, Rip, I talked with Package this past weekend at his award show. I told him he's too famous for us now, and he laughed and said he's going to reach out soon. Package reaching out soon. Sure he is.
Yeah, it takes him at least 12 seconds to fucking text me, dial me, or whatever to do. But he has sent some stuff to me. I'll give him credit for that. Of course, Packy is one of the guys that they come out of the Richmond the guys like Eddie Diamond, like Timmy Danger, like Sucio and Paradise, all the guys that come out of the Richmond area. Now they're all legends, and Packy's laughing since he's watching what he eats now. He trains. Used to be married to one of the twins from England, and then all of a sudden now he's got the Package harem. He's over worldwide, nationwide, worldwide. He's over. He's jacked, and I think he trims the top of his head extra close to make him look more mature. But he's shredded now. He's still the Package. He's laughing. He's smiling. He's got 122 women, 3 boyfriends, and a dog. So the Package, Chris Sharp, is doing quite well for himself.
I'd say he's got some boyfriends for sure.
Well, I think he's sort of hiding it now. I think he's going to come out in a couple more years, and it'll be more of a, when he dumped Juicy or Lucy, both of them, or which one ever it was, and then Sucio dumps the other one. I mean, here's the world's greatest twins wrestlers that could wrestle, had the English accent, and then WWE said, well, we can't have them because we got the Bellas. Yeah, all that. Yeah, they're good. Right.
Is that what they told him, really?
Yeah.
Did they?
I mean, we can't have two sets. Now, how can we have 2 sets of twins? Well, the whole thing is, if you're twins, you're unique. And now these other ones are just selling sex, and the other ones that have got the accent, they're selling the wholesomeness and everything of writing books and eating chocolate chip cookies and stuff like that. So, of course, I'm prejudiced because I love the Blossom Twins. So,
Jimmy was with one of the Blossoms first, I think. So all those guys, Jimmy and Sucio and Package, they all had the hooked up with the Blossoms.
What it was the shenanigans of all the guys from Richmond was what it was. They were over, Jimmy would, when the new guys come in, Jimmy was always mad because he was always worried about his spot.
What was the award show? I don't know. Package has an award show? I don't get what's that mean? Does he have an award? At his award show?
Maybe he was presented some kind of award or something like that.
He must be over. He has his own award show.
Well, yeah. Well, they gotta fill a lot of shit. They got so many hours to fill. So whatever it is, it don't matter. We just know that Package is over. He's had a job for a long time, and he's jacked now. He's got all these women. So whatever he's doing it right. The Package, Chris Sharp, is over emeritus with me. Emeritus means forever. So Chris Sharp is over with me.
Big George in green and $1.99. Are you excited going on tour next month?
Oh, I didn't know I was going on tour next month.
Yeah, remember we talked to all those shows, those conventions you got. You're booked from coast to coast, man.
I got that. Well, that ain't a tour. I got two conventions. Okay, I got the big meet and greet in Portland, Oregon. That's Saturday, February 21st at the Holiday Inn in Portland. And Dr. Tom's going to be there, so I'm trying to figure out if we and I got some people working on me with some stuff there to see if we can do a seminar too, so we can bullshit and make some extra jingle. And then on Saturday, February the 7th. Now, February the 7th is the greatest day in the history of the world because I was born on that day. Of course, that was one day after Babe Ruth, February the 6th, but that's a trivia question. But hopefully if I make it to then, I'm going to be traveling for the legendary promoter, Dylan. That's right. Bobby Fulton's son, Dylan.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be going for him to Parsippany, New Jersey, at the '80s Wrestling Con. So hopefully that'll be the greatest. That'll be the greatest show in many, many months, and I will get some birthday snippets from. There's got to be some girls needing love, needing attention, or boys needing love, needing attention, or whatever. But that's Saturday, February the 7th, Parsippany, the meet and greet in New Jersey, and Portland, Saturday, February 21st at the Holiday Inn in Portland, Oregon. And I know Dr. Tom's going to be there too. So that should be the greatest exciting thing happening in Portland in many, many months.
Sounds like a tour.
A tour. Oh yeah, we got 2 days. Okay, so I guess if you was working in Muncie, Indiana, 1 day of the month, and you was working in Seymour, Indiana, 3 weeks later, would that be a tour? Or
Oh yeah, Von Lila's worldwide tour. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I stand corrected on that. I'm sorry.
He sounds excited, George. He sounds excited.
Yeah.
Billy Ray Dollar, $9.99 super chat. Recently saw your match with Wahoo. Did you have any matches with him? And did his chops register?
Well, he'd hit me.
Did you have many matches with him?
Probably 6 or 7. And he knew that with me, he wasn't going to have to do anything because he was the booker, so he had all the stress and stuff. But he beat the shit out of me, and I'd beat the shit out of him, and we'd have a good time. I don't know if you knew that, but he was a great NFL player as a middle linebacker for the New York Jets and stuff. So he was as legitimate athlete as you could be, but he made more money wrestling than he did playing pro football. And he still got the record in the NFL for the longest punt ever. Had a hell of a roll, but I think it was 97 yards or something like that.
Really?
You'd have to Google. But anyway, Billy Ray Dollar, I hope that answers your question. Loved working with Wahoo. Wahoo, when he was coming into Atlanta, a lot of times I'd pick him up at the airport and take him because he needed a ride. And it's always best to meet other people. And when he was a booker down there, and of course, when Dusty took over and I got fired right away, so I got 6 weeks of loser leave town with Tommy Rich. Then Wahoo said, "Well, hell, come on down here and work with me." So I went down there and had a great time down there in Tampa.
Was his football name Wahoo McDaniel?
His real name's Ed, but he was the New York Jets would be tackled by who? Wahoo. That was what the PA system would sound. Tackled by who? Wahoo.
Wow. Why did they call him Wahoo? Was that?
Well, he's really an Indian.
Huh. Oh, his middle name was Hugh. Edward Hugh McDaniel.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
How about that? So did his chops hurt?
Oh, he hit you as hard as he could, but he was safe. I always said him and Ronnie Garvin was the hardest choppers, and Nightmare Danny Davis too. But Wahoo was known for beating the shit out of you. Ronnie Garvin, he was known to be bitten. Garvin could go, he would go those overhanders. Wahoo would, he could do both of them. Danny Davis would just beat the shit out of you. So you knew you was in a fight with him. But then again, most of it's all in a rib is what it is. Just to test out guys and stuff, see if they can take it, see if they're going to be a little pussy and bitch and stuff. That's like when you're in there working with Von Lilas. He's going to beat the shit out of you. Now, can you fucking take it? Well, thank you very much. And then if you're hit him back as hard as you can then. Just don't hit him in the nose or the throat or in the belly button, which a lot of guys do. So they're just stupid. But anyway, Billy Ray Dollar, I hope that was the greatest answer in many, many months.
Thanks, Billy Ray Dollar. Patrick Young said it's the RVA Awards, a promotion run by Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy. Yeah, it's the Richmond. Yeah, Timmy's the boss now.
I can't believe Package is allowed to participate. I didn't think the WWE had let him do stuff like that. Well,
maybe they didn't know about it, and now we're exposed to it all.
Yeah, they're going to hear it after this because, they watch our show. They block everything I try to do that's WWE related.
Yeah, well, if they get buy the footage or something, we're stealing How many seconds are you allowed to show before they get you?
8 seconds.
8 seconds. Okay, we got a second set it at 7.9. And here's package in action, you know. And then we got 3 seconds after that.
Patrick Young said he's going to be at the February 7th show for his birthday. Isn't it your birthday, Rip?
Yeah.
Maybe it's his birthday too. Patrick Young, is your birthday on February 7th, or you're just going because it's like a birthday gift to yourself? It says that Wahoo Has Machine said that it actually said Wahoo on his jersey.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I remember seeing him. See, the AFL before, the AFL had all the coolest players, and they were the new league, so that's when they had Broadway Joe Namath and everything. So the NFL won the first 2 Super Bowls, but then the AFL won the next 2 Super Bowls, and it was like they had the cooler players. The NFL was a tradition, and the AFL was the ragtag upstarts where guys would get had the Mad Bomber Daryl LaMonica and shit, and so the AFL would be on one channel, and then the NFL would be on the other channel. But when they had the first Super Bowl, there was a whole lot of empty seats in it because there was no. Now the AFC plays the NFC all year, so it ain't no big deal. At that time, it was one game to determine what league was the best. But it started slow, just like everything else.
Patrick Young, his birthday is February 2nd, so close.
Okay. Yeah.
According to Hes Machine, he says Wahoo's widow, Karen McDaniel,
Yes,
is married to the Pharaoh from the Monty and the Pharaoh show.
that's right. Because I watched Monty and the Pharaoh yesterday. They are so awesome. I love them. Because
really?
they're stirring the pot with who else is making waves on the stuff. So we ain't going to say his name, but yeah, Carrie's yeah, she's famous for that. So he hit the jackpot with that.
Well, we were on their show once, remember?
Yeah.
Now that you're in Vegas, do you ever see or talk to Rob Van Dam? Shane Parks wants to know.
Well, if he is, I haven't seen him at the gym I work out at. So, but he's his old lady's. He's going to have a kid, so he's going to be a papa. So
you don't run into him at the Dollar Tree or whatever it is.
I don't think he goes to the Dollar Tree. I'm the only one that goes to the Dollar Tree. I'm going to have to go again today, but I've already I've already used my budget, so I still got the noodles. I got the $1.25 box of Honey Nut toasted cereals. I got the coffee right here, and I got some turkey and some bread. But a lot of mayonnaise. So it's gonna be like a celebration and everything.
Mayonnaise, huh?
Oh, the mayonnaise on the turkey sandwiches on the white bread. Oh my God, is that good? I
just sent you some cash yesterday. So
well, I know, but it ain't going to be here for a while because you know how the
postal. For it.
Yeah, I'll be looking. Don't worry, I'm always looking.
I just sent you some cash from all these nice people in this chat that do super chats. It goes to Rip Rogers Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever fund.
Well, so, here.
So you can buy Rip another turkey sandwich, some ramen noodles, some generic pop, some generic cookies. With your nice super chat donation.
Oh, the generic Oreos are awesome. I ate the whole pack of Source. It's only $1.25. I'm surprised I don't weigh 3, and especially since my knee ain't getting any better, so I can't hardly walk. So that's a hell of a rib. But it's probably just karma from all the evil things I've did to my life for all the young boys and all the women. So I'm paying for it. So all you people that wish ill to me, you're getting me, ha ha ha. But I don't really give a shit. So when I'm croaked, it'll be the Von Lila show, and he'll just have all the world's greatest guests all the time. He'll probably have his king as the co-host, or his sister Julie, or maybe even 6'12" Chili. He could be. They could be like the Von Deeligans or the Lilases or the Legends and stuff like that.
When you croak, this show is over. Officially,
well, it's over now. It's over. OVA. We're over. Over.
With an R. Speaking of, February something, like right around your birthday, I think, is our anniversary of this show. And is it 4 years? Will this be? Have we done this for 4 years or 3 years?
I
Any
can't
idea?
remember. I can't remember where I'm at, what day it is, and you're asking me of how would I remember anything?
Anybody know when this show started? I gotta see. Let's see. How can I go? Content, view all. How can I get to? Can I get to the oldest somehow? Yeah, we got so much stuff on this channel.
We got so much stuff, and you're so over, and you see me with a beard, without a beard, not a black beard, not as bald, bald.
They're saying RVD's having twins. Is that true?
Uh-huh. And I read the names, but I can't place them. But one sort of like name is like in memory of Sabu is what it is.
Big George said the twins' names are Karma and Saba.
Yeah, yeah, like Sabu, right? So maybe one's going to be a girl instead of Sabu. She's going to be Saba.
Wow.
Big George, he knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah, there's a couple people in the chat, not a big fan, including your boy, Screaming Baboon, not a big fan of Monty and Pharaoh.
Well, I guess it's a free country, and you can like or not like anybody you want to. So you can either say, oh, yeah, I like that, or don't watch them. If you get upset about it, it's simple. Don't watch them.
Man, our first video that I found on here, on the road with Rip Rogers. Now, I don't know if this was really probably our first, published February 4th, 2022. So that would be 4 years.
Yeah.
February 4th will be 4 years of this shit.
Okay, so that's 200 episodes. Shit, I heard a lot of F-bombs there.
Well, we ain't dead or nothing. We'll be there by midnight. Yeah, we'll try and get there by fucking midnight. We're gonna look around. I think there's a couple of young boys hitchhiking on the road up here. We're gonna check them out.
Did we get the young boys or what?
It's in that script, so we can talk about it on the way. All right, it's you. Hey, Stabbits Ferb. Man, you didn't put the script thing over at all. Romer, are you lying to us? No. Got it on my computer.
Remember, that's when Romer said he had a script
on the computer story
for that show at West Virginia where we were going. Remember, he said he got an email from Rock Parsons or somebody about what was going on. That's when we called Adam, wanting to know where our script was.
Okay, that's when Romer had the camera and he walked up to the ringside and they had to finish, so he just walked back and didn't take no pictures. That was over.
Adam just said he tried to call you or something the other day. He said your phone wasn't working. Something's got to be wrong with your phone. He texted me the other day and said, "Is Rip alive? His phone's not working."
Well, I must be on the phone with somebody, but there's something wrong with my phone that I don't understand.
Well, yeah, stuff's not coming through or whatever.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, just act like they didn't have the phone ain't got it. There ain't no technology. Just act like it didn't fucking happen. So there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I'm having trouble. Yeah,
there might be something you can do about it.
Well, you could know exactly what it was and lead me through it, and I'd panic, I'd choke, and whatever.
What else we got? We got any? Let's see, super chats in here. 4 years, man, that is crazy.
As Angelo Papa would say, the miser, it'd be 4 glorious years. It's like he was married all those years. How many glorious years was he married to the woman of his dreams?
Oh, I didn't know RVD's kids were already born.
They are. Yeah. Because
that's what George said. They were born December 26th.
Okay.
Is that Christmas? When's Christmas?
The 5th. That's the day 25th? After Christmas. So that was last week or whatever. Okay. I remember seeing a thing that said she was supposed to have twins, and that's when I read the the thing of one was sounded like Sabu. So it's going to be I guess it's Sabu that's a girl.
John Gamble said, I really enjoyed the live. I do watch the replays, but he's off today. Welcome to the live, John. We don't promise a whole lot. We don't like
we don't promise anything. We might be on. Lilas might have the cap on like he does, and I copied him, so I got my cap on, and I got the red shirt. I was going to do the Outrunner shirt to put them over to keep them in people's minds, but I was looking for the old shirt of my shirt, but I must have not packed it. So
yeah, you could always wear your own show shirt, at some point in
that's
time.
what I was trying to do, but I can't find it.
Seems like a weird shirt to lose.
Well, I guess when I come out here, I put everything in one big garbage bag in a hurry. So
in a hurry.
Yeah.
Sure. Patrick Young, $4.99 donation to Dollar Tree Adventures.
Holy shit. The Dollar
Thanks,
Tree,
Patrick
baby.
Young. Appreciate that. John Tucker in the house.
Shoot, I hadn't heard his name in a while.
I don't feel like we have. Do you have to wear undies at the gym? He wants to know.
No. Of course, you can wear long pants too, and then it just goes down the side of your leg, and then when you're walking, stuff brushes, so it's already semi-fluff like that. So, or I could wear underwear, but it's all stretched out from my excessive hemorrhage, and then it could just slide down the bottom of everything. So I don't know what the official. But them girls at the gym, Jesus Christ, they got that thing up their crack and the butt sticking out there looking at you, and they're just advertising that stuff. I said, girls, if I was Powerball winner, I'd take y'all, and if what I couldn't do, I'd just watch. So what the hell, right?
So are you a tidy whitey guy? What do you wear, Rib? You wear bikini briefs? What do you wear? You wear underwear?
No, just the gimmick pants like I got on now. I'll wear these for 4 days, and I'll put it one of the gray t-shirts on and put it inside out. So then when I take it off, it'll be right side up. Then I'll spray it every day with the woman's cologne that I found on the walking to the gym. So I got a whole bunch of that I can spray, so that's free.
So you don't wear underwear, huh?
I didn't say I didn't wear underwear. I said I wear underwear, but it's got my quads used to be so big it would stretch out sort of, so the worm would slip like on the side of it down my leg and be almost to my knee. Of course, that was the swollen knee because it swelled all the way to the top.
Billy Ray Dollar, $9.99 super chat. A little something for a beard trim and haircut so you can look good on your tour. Rip.
On my tour, on my 2 shows is what it is.
It's a tour.
It's not a tour.
Hey, do you want the $9.99 or not?
Well, if you don't want to,
you call it a tour.
Well, this will be tell Billy Ray Dollar this will be the last time he's going to call 2 shots a tour. Okay, I'll let him go this time because he didn't know the proper wrestling terminology. But now that he does know, say, hey, when you got those 2 shots, when you're going to be in Parsippany, New Jersey on Saturday, February the 7th on your 72nd birthday, and when you're going to be in Portland, Oregon at the meet and greet there at Saturday, February 21st at the Holiday Inn in Portland, and Dr. Tom's supposed to be there too, and so is Precious Paul Eldering. So, no, Iron Sheik can't go. He's not going to be there. The Sheik's not, but I know when the Sheik used to imitate Precious Paul. Huh, I got the big lats. Anyway.
Good stuff there, Rip. Thank you, Billy Ray Dollar. Get a question
Yeah,
here
thank you, Billy Ray Dollar. And I want to take like 30 seconds and say hello to Dave Marquez because I think he's busy promoting more shows, more TVs for the United Network in upstate New York and stuff. So he's the world's greatest producing the most hours, and he's always stressed because he has to do all the work. But Dave, you have my support, so that's all that matters. If you got my support, that's awesome. So I'll do nothing but put you over. And anyway, congratulations for all the new stations, for you having all the stuff and doing all your roles, your parades in the bowl games and all that shit. So Dave Marquez is the legend. He goes everywhere, but he's still like an independent, runs all the shit himself. So no matter what, he's over with me.
Great.
Great. That sounds sarcastically.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, good one, Rip.
Okay.
Good plug. Wait. Let's see. What else we got in here? Anything?
Well, we can't repeat enough how great IU is. Coach Signetti, the Heisman Trophy winner. It don't get any better than that. And here's
is that on your
IU.
paper? You got the paper plate today? Is that?
No, I got it. I took my EOS fitness card where I make how I'm doing my sets and stuff, and I turned it on the other side of that because when I'm doing the paper plate, all of a sudden the pen will stop writing all the time. Then I got to
just
scribble.
paper. Then when I say paper plate, I just mean your notes.
Yeah, I got the notes right here.
It's key. It's code for notes.
Okay. Oh,
so do you have more notes to read? What else you got on there?
No, I've just been talking and this and that.
You don't have any more. A lot of times we get off here and you're like, I didn't even get to finish reading all my stuff.
Well, I've finished, but I'm just going with the flow now.
Oh.
As long as people's asking you questions, certain people's over. Just like Manny the Weasel Valverde, he should be first of all, he should be a member. Then he should be asking questions and spend a little jingle. He's sitting down there at the club doing nothing.
He's not even on here today, Rip.
I know, Ponsonoff, so I'm not going to mention Manny the Weasel Valverde's name ever again.
But he's not even on here today.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, did Screaming Baboon, did he send an extra picture of him with his bicep or anything?
I only have the one now.
Well, he told me he's living in luxury right now. He got at the room at some big hotel. He was sending me pictures of this and that, and talking about he's spending time with his daughter, this and that, and he's over and he's pumped, he's jacked, he's shredded. I think
he's in the chat still. He's talking about your beard and dyeing it pink and
my beard pink. And what?
Paper plates. Just just typical talk from the baboon.
Yeah, he gets he hates women worse than I do. I think if they'd put us out in a tag team, we'd take on all women and just beat the holy snot out. And that's if I could get in the ring with my injured leg. I want to see how big my knee can get on the left. On my
Shane
left
Parks
knee.
wants to know if you ever wrestled any of the Funks.
Well, the dad, no, he was dead. Dory, I conversed with at a lot of the seminars. Of course, he's 83. He's 80, I think 83 or something. And was the oldest workers that's had matches. But then Terry, I had him in my caravan, not for sexual purposes, but I had me, Regal, and Max Payne in Hanover, Germany with Terry Funk. We just sat there and he just started telling stories. That was one of the funnest nights ever. Listen to the Terryisms of Terry Funk telling fucking stories and this. Regal just doing, ream, and Max Payne just sit there shaking his head. And so anyway, Terry Funk tells some of the greatest stories. I don't know how many of them are true. Don't care. I was thoroughly entertained, and he was there for almost 3 hours. So I ain't mad at anybody.
But did you ever wrestle any of them?
No. No, they were both ex-world champions, so you had to be good to be an ex-world champion. And their dad owned the Amarillo territory. And out of that Amarillo territory, at one time, it had Ted DiBiase and they had, I think, Stan Hansen, all these different guys, Bruiser Brody. Tito Santana, all these guys, Manny Fernandez, all these guys that come out of that the Amarillo territory. They were all big stars in wrestling. They had a shitty football team. They won 2 football games, but they had a hell. They were hell of a pro wrestlers. So put it that way.
Don't be jealous, Rip. Don't be jealous.
Oh my God, there's Miss Texas. How good is Miss Texas looking? Wow, and look at that bulge in your pants. I can see you right. I can see you right. Oh,
she's kind of got her head leaning on my chest a little bit.
Oh
there.
my God! I bet her head was on your chest, and she could just feel that heartbeat of it going boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm the most jealous person in the world now.
Well, yeah, you were that day. Remember, you came right over and blocked me from her right away. As soon as you saw me talking to her, you came right over and got in between us.
Well, I couldn't see that far. Then I saw it was her, and I had to. I limped and dragged my way over there.
Never saw you so jealous before that day.
Well, I guess you should have seen me in a lot of other places.
Hez Machine, $2 super chat here. Did Brenda try to run you over with a car?
No, that was some other woman. Yeah. So no, she was not guilty of that. But I have been run over and tried to be run over more than once. So let's just leave it at that.
But none of them were Brenda, apparently.
Right.
Good question, Hez Machine. Thanks for the $2 super chat.
But that one night we was coming home in Lexington from a show, and there was somebody trying to break into our apartment. That's when I grabbed the guy in the front face lock. I told her to call the police, and she come back with a Twist-O-Flex and started beating the shit out of that guy. Just beat the shit. She had this fucking crazy look in her eye. So he was all beat up, and the cops came there, and they said, well, we'll just say he fell down the steps or something like that. Oh, really? But she beat the shit out of him with that big old Joe Weider Twist-O-Flex.
Yeah.
They used to be $9.99, but that was how many? That was 40 years ago. So they cost a little bit more now. But anyway.
I did see, I listened to Cornette. They weren't a big fan of the John Cena match either, so I just want to put that out there. Never give up. John gave up to end his career. They weren't big fans.
Well,
just want to throw that out there.
Well, everybody's allowed to have an opinion, or everybody's allowed to not give a shit, since they do what they're going to do anyway. He's already rich. He's married to some princess from some country. He's in the goddamn fucking movies. He can't make any hell. He got the hair plugs put in. He's looking young. He can train all day if he wants to. He's over with me. So
he follows me on Twitter.
All right. Hell yeah.
But I look, he follows like 1 million people, like literally.
Okay. So in other words, anybody had any kind of contact to in my career since I was born, I'm going to follow them.
Pretty much.
Oh, and then somebody else does his page or whatever, but who cares? It doesn't matter. The thing is you're over with John Cena, and that's all that matters.
They're saying in the chat that Miss Texas likes white guys, apparently.
Oh, she likes white girls too.
Ooh, she does?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? Oh, my God. I bet that blood's really fucking circulating down there by your pant leg now. That makes it wow. As Gordon Sully would say, wow, brother. Notice the semi-membranosus, the semi-tendinosus, and biceps femoris as Von Lilas's wormage is getting bigger, stronger, more blood pumping down there, and his legs straightening out. But anyway, we'll stop it at that. It's purely speculation.
All speculation. Any Boogie Woogie Man stories?
All right. Okay. I'll be working at Hofmeister Diem like 1976, and the boogeyman come in. He says, and as Big Mama would drop Handsome Jimmy off at the gym. Of course, he'd be in the car swapping spit for about 5 minutes. There's Boogie with Von Lilas right there, and Boogie's supposed to be at Bobby Fulton's the big Chillicothe get together, whenever that is. And Boogie going to be there. And like we tried to have Boogie on the show, but Vaughn, I got to eat, right? Need to make that dinero, need to make that jingle, because Handsome Jimmy's over. Anyway, yeah, Jimmy's
Go on with your
over.
Hofmeister Jim story.
Huh?
You were talking about Hofmeister Jim.
Oh yeah, Jimmy would come in and he would have the chain, the same sweater on, no underwear. He always had no worm, because then he put lotion on the worm all the time. Then he had the flared blue jean pants, and he had the cowboy boots. So he was over big time. So we go to Memphis, then we go to Louisville, and then we drive back. I couldn't drive that good because I was a rookie driver. So on the way home, he would always be driving my Ford Pinto, and he would have it in the wrong gear, going 78 miles an hour, going, because he wanted to get back, because he had to get back to Big Mama, baby. So he after Claire, then he married Big Mama. Then after Big Mama, it was Angel, baby. So he's with Angel. So now they're the living legend. Jimmy's still going on, 80-some years old. He's over. But when he said, Vaughn, I got to eat, I said, oh, Jimmy, don't look like you've been eating at all for how many years? But when he would drop by in Seymour, though, as he'd tell my mom, more coffee, Handsome Jimmy. Oh, just half cup, Arn, just a half cup.
That's awesome. Somebody earlier, I can't remember. Somebody earlier asked about Tojo Yamamoto.
Oh yeah, there's Tojo right there. There's good old Larry Tanabe from. He's choking me with the gimmick. Was you in my corner then, and you didn't?
No, I was in the. I was in the crowd. I was on ring crew, ring set.
Okay, this was a Seymour show. Gypsy Joe was there too, right?
I don't think so.
Whatever it was, Tojo was there. That was all that mattered. Oh yeah,
because it was like Sato and whatever.
Oh yeah, Sato. That's right. You're right. And I loved it. Yeah, Sato was the guy that got me booked for Baba in Japan, right?
Yeah.
And that was Tojo's last match, and he wrote me a letter. Then after that, he killed himself.
God, really? And he wrote you a letter?
Yeah, a thank you letter for booking him. He'd been in Nashville, and Jerry used him how many years, right? And he couldn't, and then he was over as like a celebrity, but he couldn't hardly do anything else. So I just wanted to have him on the card, well, with the name and everything. But yeah, but he wrote a letter, thank you very much, this and that. He was an honor for him to. Oh, I started fucking crying and shit.
Wow, do you still have the letter?
No, oh no, it went in the first flood. You know, everything I had in the first flood was all gone. But when I saw that picture, then I start remembering shit like that, especially when you talk about something, and then all of a sudden it comes back.
Tojo. Shane Parks, $5 super chat. Is the pile driver the most dangerous move in wrestling?
I took one pile driver in my life.
Really?
Because I ain't gonna do it because I don't trust the person. Now, if you're given a pile driver, you need to be bigger than the person. If you're short, you can't give a pile driver. You're gonna ram their goddamn head in there no matter what. But I see a whole lot of guys getting hurt with the pile driver. So what do? Well, don't take it. No, I'm gonna pile drive it. The hell you are! I let Ronnie Garvin pile drive me one time, and that's the only one I've ever taken. No, Randy gave me one. Yeah, no, Randy Savage gave me one when I left ICW. And that's the two pile drivers I took in my life, and I would not trust anybody else. Well, I'd trust Bob Orton Jr., put it that way. I watched him do a whole lot to how many people, no matter how big or how small they were. So these guys were great, but I'm not going to let somebody in today's fucking wrestling pile drive me. Oh, no, well, just what do you do when in doubt? Just do a roll-up.
So would people want to give you one and you would say no, or?
Right. I just say no. I ain't taking one. Because if I was going to do something, and if you don't want to do it, you just tell me no, I don't want to take it. Okay, that's fine. Because they got specialty stuff they can do safely, and some stuff that They haven't been in the ring with you. They're not exactly know how you're going to do it, which way you're going to turn and stuff. You can say no. And the heel should have an alternate plan. Boom, 1 second. Okay, let's do this. Okay. It might be no, 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 no. Yes. Okay.
Got it. Thank you, Shane Parks. Was there anything else that you wouldn't like take or want to take?
Well, if it's something that I haven't done before, I'm not going to take it because either I could possibly get hurt, or you could get hurt because I didn't know how to take it right. So I ain't going to do it. No, we don't need that. If it ain't the finish, it's really not that important because it's not going to be the finish. So all you got to do is sell each other and everything's fine. When guys start acting like marks, which we all did, and start doing all this stupid shit for no reason, what's that question say?
Oh, I was going to get to it next. Big George said, $1.99 super chat. Which youngster has the best future, Dominic Mysterio or Braun Breaker?
Well, it depends who the boss is. Yeah, yeah. No, it depends who the boss is.
Triple H like is the boss.
Braun Breaker is just. I watched him punching his own arm. I don't know how many times in a row. Somebody showed it. and you're sitting there. Oh my God. And he's been up at the main roster. Now he's down. No, they need to learn to do all that stuff first. They just bring people up. Now Dom's got all that heat because Dom's been in the wrestling business his whole life, and his dad was a smaller guy, and Dom's got that great personality. So his gimmick is not being physical, where Braun Breaker's is, where he was played at where did he play? It was Jacksonville, and he was a great college football player and wrestler, and then Dom's basically entertaining. Yeah. So it's best to be entertaining and not get hurt, because when you're in there with those studs, and if you're a Steiner, you're going to be taught to be a stud in there. I don't want to be in there with a stud. I want to be in there with a guy that ain't touching me. Excuse me. But they're both going to be stars eventually. And once Dom's already got the track record, so he can make all that goddamn money there. He's young. He can get every woman on the side that he wants. Kayfabe that. But if Dom's listening, he can just chuckle and say, yeah, I'm over. He's got that horrible looking mustache, which gets even more heat, but then it looks so bad, it's great. So anyway, big futures for both of them. They'll make a whole lot of money. Just have some fun with it.
Has the machine, $2 super chat. Any stories on Reno Riggins?
Okay, Reno Riggins. I'm trying to think the first time I took him to TV. He come to work the Seymour show. I remember.
Yeah, I remember that kind of.
Uh-huh. And he was a good boy. He was from Nashville. But I can't really right now say, about what Reno Riggins. I remember he worked a Seymour show one time. He had a good attitude. He was above average, and he did some shit. But I don't really have any dirt on Reno Riggins or anything like that.
Did he ever wrestle under a hood? Was he under a hood for a while, or am I thinking of somebody else?
He probably was. Usually, I remember the first time I went down to Fuller's, the first night in, they put me on. They put me under the hood because I was going through before I was going to work for Fuller for a year and work the house shows and do TV before I went to Bill Watts's territory in March of 1983. So the first night in, they gave me a hood to put on, and I couldn't see, and it was so hot in there. I just took the son of a bitch off. And then all of a sudden, I became Rip Randall, because they had Tommy Rogers in there. They didn't want two people being Rogers. So I was Fuller said, okay, you're Rip Randall then, and just forget the hood. So anyway, just another day in the life of.
Thank you, Hez Machine. Appreciate it. Billy Ray Dollar back, $4.99 super chat. How do you learn to take those moves if not for in-ring experience? Yeah, like you said, I'm not going to take something if I've not done it before. Well, you got to kind of do it the first time at some point in time, don't you?
No, not if I'm a veteran. I don't.
Well, how do you? Well, like an arm drag. You got to
No,
something. You got to always do something the first time.
right. But I never got in a ring and practiced doing stuff before.
Yeah. So then how do you learn the moves?
Take an
That's
arm
what
drag.
he's
Okay.
I guess that's what he's asking. How do you ever learn then? Just
You watch something and then you copy it in your mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I never went down and you know, when I would teach at OVW and you was in the classes, you guys hardly took any bumps, didn't you?
We took tons of bumps.
No, you didn't. Guys today, no, they'll do 10 things in a row. They'll just do nothing but take bumps.
Well, it depends what kind of bumps you're talking about. We would do where one person was in the middle of the ring, and then we would get in a line out of the ring, and we'd have to run in the ring, and it'd be like
Right.
slam, hip toss,
Right.
arm drag,
Yeah.
drop kick, slam.
And
I mean, those are
they're all basics. And
They're
when
basics,
I get the guys going, I say, well, just get at the end of the line and try and copy these guys. Don't worry, you'll be the shits today. You'll be better the second time. By the third, it's like you've been doing it your whole fucking life. It ain't brain surgery.
Yeah. So how did you learn? You had to just learn in the ring as your
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you would just watch, copy,
Yeah.
try again, repeat.
Right. Uh-huh. And a lot of times, and then guys will say, hey, we're gonna work on a fireman's carry today. Okay. They might have me take 5 or 6 fireman's carries or whatever. Okay, we're gonna work on a Ricky Steamboat arm drag today. We're gonna work out the English hip toss and turn it into a hype. Okay. And then pretty soon you do that for a couple of years with different territories and shit. All of a sudden you can work with everybody as a baby face or a heel. When you're young, you want to get all your shit in because you might have 3 matches a month or something. You go out there and work 350 shows in a day, then all of a sudden, no, I'm learning to go 30 minutes like I worked 30 minutes with Chris Benoit and not break a sweat. You learn all that shit. And then if you're on TV, you crank it up a little bit because they want to see some more action. But in a house show, you can not leave your feet except for the goddamn finish or whatever. And you're just leading the goddamn show.
All right. Thank you, Billy Ray Dollar. I don't know what Baboon's talking about. He's talking about your dad saved Reno Riggins' life or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now just okay. Yeah. Fucking he saved
So you have
today.
no stories on Reno Riggins, but now your dad saved his life?
No, that's right. I lived on Marshall Drive across the street from my mom and dad in Seymour. After the show, we had a big buffet at my house. And Reno Riggins was acting like a pig and he was eating all this roast beef. And he put too much in and he like swallowed it, right? And my dad was there and he starts like turning purple. My dad bent him over and just hit him with a big old chop in the back of it between the shoulders, and that boom, and it spit out just like that. Wow. But I wouldn't remember none of that stuff unless Screaming Baboon said that. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Was Baboon there?
No, Baboon knows everything. He'll ask me about something. I said, well, how'd you remember? I say, how'd you remember that? I can't remember it. And then he'll start telling me. I said, oh yeah, that's right.
Wow. What a story. I thought he was just ribbing in here about something.
No, that's right.
Oh, yeah, here he goes. He said, was eating roast beef, started choking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's up for the Screaming Baboon. He needs to get a free, well, whatever today, doesn't he?
Yeah. His Machine said Reno once kidnapped Burt Prentice's dog over a payoff.
Man, I haven't heard that one, but that's pretty good.
Big
I think
G
I told.
said, have you all been watching the Briscoe and Bradshaw series on the Welch family? Good stuff. I have not seen
Oh
any of it.
yeah, that's
Have
like
you?
I haven't really watched it, but the Welches, which is the Fullers, they basically dominated all Southern wrestling from Florida. They always had points, and they would, if you was an independent promoter, they might run into town and run you out of the area and attack you guys and shit. But the Welches were all the badasses of wrestling years ago, and
But you
that was
haven't
like
been watching any of it?
not really.
No. You got anything more on your paper plate to talk about, Rip? It's
Oh,
about
I
time
think I
to
talked.
bring this show
Did we,
to a halt, I think.
okay. Did we talk about the end of Angel Reese practicing on her dribbling and shooting and stuff?
You went on a little rant about that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We practiced about that. I see. We put IU over. We put the coach over. We put the Heisman Trophy winner over. We put Rick Link over, saying he still needs to get some dialysis. And then we talked about the Portland meet and greet. We talked about the meet and greet at the 80s Wrestling Con in Parsippany, New Jersey, when the world's greatest wrestling promoter, Dylan Hines, is running the show on that. And I said hello to Dave Marquez. And then I guess we got about everything in on one little piece of paper.
I thought Dylan Hines quit the wrestling business. He's back, huh?
Well, he's not running. He's running the show, but he's running it for somebody else. Was what it is. So we'll see what happens. But
now
when you quit, you can always come back. Like how many times did Terry Funk retire? 127 or whatever.
Is that the one that Jimmy Valiant's going to be at, or where's he going to be?
Yeah, Jimmy's going to be at Bobby Fulton's show.
Oh, so that's not where you're going, though.
No, no. I'm doing the show in Portland, Oregon, and I'm doing the show in Parsippany, New Jersey on my birthday when I'm going to be 72 years old that day if I make it.
You're going to make it. Oh, Visvex wants to know how the book's coming. You got any book updates?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you one thing, that the guy that's supposed to be writing my book, I got so how many things, and let's just say he's months behind, and I call him out on everything, but he's doing the best he can. But I'll send you stuff this week, and then that was 2 months ago. So
it's not out yet.
No, it ain't out yet. But he's got 18 hours of me talking FaceTime or whatever, where he was typing 100 miles an hour, doing this or that.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Is it going to have the same cover as this one and this one?
No.
2 books with the same cover?
Well, no, that's Caleb. That's Caleb Hall work.
It'll be a new cover, though, finally.
Yeah. Right. That was Vince the Prince, and it did have the big fucking star thing on it.
Yeah.
But we had volume 1, then we had volume 2, was basically the same old shit, but it had a different. It had the thing on the front of it, but you had 50 extra pages with 50 extra stories.
Oh yeah, we got to make an announcement here. I got to make an announcement next week. I think we're going to have to start a little sooner, Rip, like 11:30 next week.
Yeah.
We got Eric Watts coming on next week. Eric Watts is going to be the guest. He'll be on at 12 Eastern next week. He'll be on at 12 Eastern. So I think me and you will probably start like at 11:30 if you can do that.
Okay, all we're doing is advertising Wrestling with Rip Rogers. And in the starting time is 11:30 Eastern time with special guest Eric Watts. So then when we come on, Eric's going to be come on about 12 o'clock Eastern. In the meantime,
you wrestle Eric Watts?
No, I was a coach.
Oh, really? You never wrestled him?
No, he was a student.
I don't know what that means.
It would be like
you were a coach Cena. Where?
I'm trying to get the
I thought Eric Watts was like in WCW when you were there. He wasn't there yet, like in the early 90s?
He was there. But I can't. But I'm messed up on my timeline and shit, because I remember he was a University of Louisville quarterback.
Yeah.
And they're always knocking him about being about like George Good. I said, are you fucking kidding me?
Eric Watts was there between 92 and 94.
Okay. Yeah.
So you were there then, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, I just get confused on different dates and timeline. But when you said 92 to 94, yeah, that was when I got fired in 94.
I kind of feel like you wrestled him.
I probably did.
Oh,
but he was 100 times smarter than normal guys that they pick up.
Well, because Bill Watts was there then, right?
I think so. Yeah,
right.
if Bill got fired, they would have fired him.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to.
I was listening to something on here. It's an interview with Cornette and Bill Watts, and they talk for I don't know how long. And it's the most, what is it? The great fucking interview. They're just so smart. And they keep interrupting each other, and it's awesome. But they're so smart of how this leads to this leads to this. No, this didn't work, and this is why. This should work, but this guy didn't do this. It's just like listening to Einstein and some other smart guy.
Yep. Bill Watts was there 92, 93. Eric Watts was there 92, 94. So he got let go, it looks like, pretty soon after Bill left.
Yeah, probably Bischoff fired him.
Eric Watts defeated Rip Rogers in 3 minutes and 36 seconds. WCW main event, 5-1, 1993.
Okay. Shit.
See, you wrestle him. You said, I was a coach. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay. Well, see, I couldn't remember what time. I get confused on different stuff. Oh, that's like saying, "Oh, what was your best match ever?" Well, I only had 8,000. You know what I mean?
I bet yours was against Eric Watts.
I can't remember nothing about it. Whatever it was.
All right, when we have him on next week, you can't say I don't remember anything about you.
No, at the time.
He was quarterback though, right? He was quarterback at Louisville, right?
Yes.
I remember
that. He was a legit athlete as you could get. And they're comparing him to George Goulas and shit. I said, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking marks?
Yeah.
Oh, he was there because of nepotism. Well, if I had my kid, if you was my son and you wanted to be a wrestler and I'm the boss, you're goddamn right I'm going to hire you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's it. That's in any job.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he's there because of nepotism. Well, he got his foot in because of nepotism, but Steve Kern got in because he was a neighbor of Mike Graham, right? There's a reason somebody gets in there. You have to know somebody, or you're kayfabe, or they just beat you up. You have to know somebody or be related to somebody. Why do you think Randy Orton got in? Oh, just because his dad and his grandpa were in the pro wrestling business.
He didn't even want to wrestle, and he got in.
Right. Hell, he was in the goddamn. Remember when he was in the service and he went AWOL and everything? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if somebody's Puzzy Monster said doesn't make it right. Well, it doesn't matter if it's right or not. That's just the way the world works.
Yeah. Okay. Where does that guy work? How did he get a job? Who did he know? Just tell him, just sit there and listen. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. I don't give a shit about your stupid fucking comments unless you're going to do something where I can make some money. Do you understand that? If you don't like it, fuck off and die. I don't care.
Hey, don't say that. We can't say that on here.
Okay, well then rewind it and erase it or whatever. Well, why do I have to put up an opinion that somebody that don't fucking know? If you don't fucking know, shut the fuck up.
Thanks for your comment, Puzzy Monster. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Take a $20 question and cuss me out. Good. I'll say, I got your money.
That's awesome. Hey, what a way to end the show, man. What a way to end the show. Doesn't get any better than that. We got to get raging with Rip Rogers in 2026. So
But that was awesome when Screaming Babu come up with the thing with what's his face when my dad hit him with the I'd forgot, I didn't even thought about that stuff.
Yeah.
When guys start talking about
put
shit, I'll
Baboon
say,
over again. Won't you put him over one more time?
well, no, his arm's too big. Get him off there. His arm's too big. How am I supposed to get women if Screaming Baboon's got his 20-inch gun on there?
All right, yeah, next week, 11:30, Eric Watts at noon.
You just got to remind me because I forget. You know that.
Yeah,
Hell,
you almost missed today.
Yeah. No, I was sitting here for an hour.
Well, not really.
Well, I can't. No, yes, I was. I can't.
Well,
help
you weren't
it if your
on the
thing
you weren't
didn't
on the
come.
computer.
Huh?
You weren't on the computer.
Well, I don't know what that means. I know I was just sitting here waiting for you to send me that thing that I could get in, and it's noon. It's noon your time, and there was none there. I'm going, what the fuck?
Thank you, Shane Parks, Pot Tripper, Pot River Jr., Shane Parks, Pot Tripper Jr., George, Billy Ray Dollar, Patrick Young, John Tucker, Hez the Machine, Shane Parks, Big George, Hez the Machine, Billy Ray Dollar, Shane Parks for all the super chats today. Thanks for all the questions.
Yeah, this is the greatest Wrestling with Rip Rogers we've had today.
This year. It's been the greatest one of the year.
Yeah, this year. Holy shit.
Greatest one of the year. Have a good weekend. Happy New Year. Go Hoosiers Friday night.
Don't get any better than
that. We're out of here.
It's you.